Hey guys, I got the question recently, how did I wean Jackson from his formula? Was he still on it? And I actually get this question a lot, and I just forget when I sit down to film it. So I just was like, while I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to do a quick vlog style and upload from my phone. That's Jackson chiming in. He's extremely moody today. He's just not napping very well. He's just getting back-to-back teeth. We're already finally at 7 teeth. I mean, on his birthday, he barely had 3. So we're just back-to-back teething and kind of sad. So you're just going to have to bear with interruptions. Okay, basically, I waited till Jackson was a year to wean. Some pediatricians or people suggest starting to wean at like 10 months and slowly wean them, so by a year they're completely off of it. That method is just not for me. I've never used it even when I nannied and stuff and the kids were on formula. So sad. It's just not my method of choice. Like, do whatever you think is best for your child. But, I mean, women that are able to breastfeed, and I say that because I breastfed as much as I could for the first 4 months before my milk dried up on its own. If you guys have been with me a while, you know my breastfeeding struggles with, like, I mean, I did La Leche League, I had lactation consultant, I had my doctor help me, I even took medication, I did everything. So it's silly to me that pediatricians will say, continue breastfeeding. If you're breastfeeding once they turn a year, that's fine. And they say you get off the formula. Now, I mean, formula has more sugar and calories, maybe, I guess. And I can understand that, but that's why I don't see the need to start weaning before a year. So just do whatever. Oh, my baby. Do whatever you think is best, my poor baby, for your child. For me, the best thing was to wait till his year. And it wasn't even exactly when he turned a year on May 17th. It was like, I think June 5th we started the process, like after his birthday party. Because I didn't want, in case he didn't wean well or he struggled with it, I didn't want him to be miserable around his birthday party. So, yeah, I waited till a year, and what I did was Jackson did really well with weaning from formula to milk. We switched to cashew milk. I did introduce very small amounts of cashew milk around, I think he was 10 months old. I'd give him like 2 ounces of it and let him try it. So I did let him try it, but I did not remove any formula bottles. So at a year, what I basically did was I started with the easiest bottle to switch to cashew milk, and that was his morning bottle. I just filled it with cashew milk for a week. I did that, and then I moved on to his next bottle, which was his afternoon nap bottle. Now, I waited, and I did it in order of bottles that I thought would be easiest for him to wean from. So nighttime, he's used to getting those extra calories, and so I wanted to do a slow wean of the nighttime, and that'd be the last one. So I took about a week for his morning bottle before I switched to taking his afternoon bottle, removing the formula, and only doing cashew milk. So then his morning and afternoon bottle of both cashew milk. And then in the following week, well, I think, I wasn't sure, I'm not sure if exactly a week. It might have been like a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. Basically, I just, at that point, was like, okay, when the formula's gone, it's gone, because I had a can of it. And so, yeah, when it was gone, I just filled his bottle with cashew milk. So within his 12-month range, before he turned 13 months, he was off all formula. If your child struggles, Jackson didn't. He did really well with it, but you can take a little longer, like 2 weeks each bottle if you want. I mean, really just whatever is best for your child. You know your child best, and just kind of follow their lead on it. So now at this point, Jackson just turned 14 months old. He has a bottle in the morning of cashew milk and a bottle of cashew milk at night. And then in the afternoon, he is getting a sippy cup of milk. So I've also just recently removed his bottle as a part of his bedtime routine, in the sense like right before bed you get milk. Because then I was like having to brush his teeth after he'd already like gotten drowsy. But the main reason is he started peeing through his diapers, and it was not a diaper issue, because I even went against all my ethical standings on animal testing and bought like small, like trial size packs of some like name brand diapers like Huggies. And I just wanted, like, I was like, okay, is this a diaper issue? I tried the cloth. I overstuffed the cloth. He just is holding his pee and then he goes all at once. It's like, dang. So even when we would like stay up, and then before we went to bed, we would change his diaper at like midnight. And by 3 a.m., he will have peed through his diaper, and it's a whole ordeal in the middle of the night. So it wasn't a diaper issue. Come to find out, I think it was just too many fluids, and then the fact that he holds his pee sometimes. And I know people are going to be like, oh, that means he's ready to potty train. I'm not forcing potty training. Like, I will start actively trying to potty train him probably around 18 months or 2 years, more close to 2 years. And that's just because this is turning into a whole different thing. But I taught a pediatric urologist's child, and he was telling me one day that most of the kids that are toddlers that come in for urinary tract infections, kidney infections and stuff are kids that they tried to potty train them too early. What happens is, at this stage, like while they're capable of holding their pee and peeing in a potty, the whole concept of like what's going on, like you hold your pee or let your mommy or daddy know that you have to go pee, isn't quite there. So they'll just hold it and hold it and hold it. And all it does is teach him to hold. It can also cause bowel issues. So I'm waiting till he's older because of the advice of that pediatric urologist. Just my personal choice. And kids that are potty trained early tend to go through a regression around 18 months or 2. So I don't. We have a seat on the toilet and we let him sit on it and try it. And I'm going to buy a little potty and just let him sit there just so he's comfortable with the toilet, but not like actively trying to potty train. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. But I knew those comments would come. Oh, he's holding his pee, potty train him, because they've already come in like real life. So anyways, we removed the evening bottle from his nighttime routine. What we ended up doing was, now he eats dinner. He eats dinner about an hour and a half before he goes to sleep. He eats dinner, he gets his bottle, we read books, we play a little more, then he goes, takes a bath, read books, bedtime. That way it's like helped with the leaking so much. Okay, I'm trying to think what else. So it was really basic how I weaned him. I didn't start the process till he's a year old, and I just removed a bottle of formula a week. The last bottle I waited till the formula can was out, and that's that. I hope to have him off bottles by 16 months. I don't know if that'll happen, but I don't want him to be 2 with a bottle. It's just not for me. Not passing judgment. That's just not something I want. So he doesn't love drinking his milk in sippy cups. That's why we're still like, using bottles. Plus, I'm like, he just turned 14 months old. It's not, a big deal that he's still getting a bottle to me. But I also don't want any dental issues by prolonged bottles, just to be safe. So I don't know. Like I said, do whatever. But I have been asked how I did it. That's how I did it. Listen to, your gut. You're the mom or dad or parent or, I don't know, grandparent even. Some kids are raised by their grandparents. Like, it's totally what you feel is best. You know your kid best. And your pediatrician is great. They're there to take care of your child when they're sick. But at the end of the day, you're the parent. So, yeah, that's what we did. And it was pretty simple. I don't know. It wasn't like I was concerned it would be difficult or he would have a hard time for whatever reason, but he didn't. And that's just because he's always really drinking a lot. There was a time where he was drinking 5 8-ounce bottles of formula, and the pediatrician was like, that's a bit much. I would cut one of them. And I didn't. I waited till he cut it himself because he wasn't overweight, or anything like that. And he's very active, and I knew that he wasn't like consuming too many calories or whatever the concern is. So I don't know. I hope that helps and answers y'all's questions. And when I get him weaned from the bottle, if y'all want, I'll do a bottle weaning video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!